Interestingly enough, the Souls-like genre was not established by Dark Souls. It was established by Lords of the Fallen. Now, accompany me in this little conversation where I tell you why this is the case, and where we will be discussing about the next amazing, and I can promise you that by what they are saying, it's an amazing new Lords of the Fallen game. What is up, you damn gorgeous and beautiful gamers? Welcome back to Role-Playing Games, to this merry old corner in the internet where we like to discuss about RPGs. If you like the content, if you like to have these conversations with merry old games, I would very much like to invite you, like always, to hit the like button because it really helps me like you have no idea. And also, most of the people that watch my content are in fact not subscribed to my channel, so what are you waiting for? Now, why was the Souls-like genre not established by Dark Souls? Originally, when Dark Souls was developed, even beyond that, when Demon Souls was developed, it was made on the genre of just a regular dark fantasy hack and slash RPG. And that is what those games were. But there was something so different, something so special about those games. Challenging games were not a new thing, but it was indeed Demon Souls and Dark Souls, the ones that inherently took the challenge from a game and made them into a core element of the unestablished game. And they would still be just dark fantasy games. But the very first one to attempt to copy that thing was Lords of the Fallen. You could say that a regular game could just call themselves to be a dark fantasy hack and slash RPG, just like Demon Souls or Dark Souls were. But developers from Lords of the Fallen, when was originally announced, they said several times, we love Dark Souls, we love Demon Souls, we take inspiration on those games, we want our game to be like that game. Hence, the Souls-like genre was established first by the very first Souls-like game, Lords of the Fallen. Many more, beyond that point, followed. Yes, it is an undeniable truth that Lords of the Fallen flopped, and big time, especially because they did not manage to fully connect all of the mechanics that were supposed to be in that kind of game. But now let's speak about the developers, and is this new iteration of the game, is this new The Lords of the Fallen going to be amazing? I believe that it is. So, the game is being developed by Hexworks Studio. It is a studio that was made precisely with that point in mind, with that objective, with that goal in mind, to make the new Lords of the Fallen. If you did not know, Lords of the Fallen was already, that's the second entry of the game, was already planned to be developed just after Lords of the Fallen launch, and it was actually going well through development when it was scrapped. It was originally being developed by a smaller studio that CI Games decided to hire. The original developers from Deck 13, which were the ones that made Lords of the Fallen, they branched into another path when they made The Search. Let me tell you, The Search and The Search 2 took all of the elements that they were not able to master, and they mastered them in their new games. I believe that The Search and The Search 2 are one of the very first Souls-like that actually did manage to maintain a personality of its own and keep the core mechanics of a Souls-like game, and managed to perform exceedingly well. On the other hand, CI Games scrapped the project one too many times. It was going under development for so many times, and so many times they scrapped down the project. So this is not the very first time that they decided that they were going to make the sequel for Lords of the Fallen. Lords of the Fallen actually raised quite a lot of expectation from gamers, from community, and industry alike, because again, like I said, they were the very first ones to try to establish a new Souls-like, a new game with a new established genre, a Souls-like, not a dark fantasy, action, hack and slash RPG, a Souls-like. So they founded Hexworks, and now they are aiming to deliver us with this amazing game. So that is what we know about the developers. That is what we know about development process. This game has been on limbo for quite a while. Now let us speak about the game, mechanics, gameplay, all of that interesting and juicy stuff that we should be speaking about. First and foremost, one of the most iconic things, because of Lords of the Fallen flopped, it was called clunky Souls. There was so many mechanics that they took the mechanics, but they did not take the soul. The soul from Dark Souls? It's alright, I'll laugh myself at my own bad joke. Anyways, continuing on. So, poise, character building, character progression, there were so many things. The combat system in Dark Souls, while it was not fast-paced, in Lords of the Fallen it felt clunky, hence clunky Souls. The characters just felt way too heavy, the animations felt way too heavy and floaty, as a matter of fact. And that being the case, even the faster characters were not able to maintain you with this kind of like the flow of battle. Everything was just so, clunky. So, in this game, they seem to be taking into consideration all of the mechanics that they were not able to master, and master them. So, first and foremost, let's speak about the story. After an age of the cruelest tyranny, the demon god Aethia was finally defeated. But gods do not fall forever. Now, eons later, Aethia's resurrection draws nigh. As one of the fabled Dark Crusaders, journey through both the realms of the living and the dead in this expansive RPG experience featuring colossal boss battles, fast challenging combat, thrilling character encounters, and deep, immersive storytelling. Will you be a Legend of Light or one of Darkness? So that is what we know about the story. We do know that it is being developed in the very same universe of the Lords of the Roga and the fallen god Aethia. That is something that it was already established on the original Lords of the Fallen. So now, let's speak about the gameplay and the mechanics, because this is where I believe that they are going in the right direction. Actually, the trailer was amazing, but the very first thing that they claim that they are going to fix, and that is going to be amazing, a faster combat system. Just like I told you, one of the biggest issues with Lords of the Fallen, the original game, was that the game felt way too heavy, way too clunky. Mages, rogues, ranged characters, you name it, all of them felt just way too heavy, and the flow of battle, it was just not there, it was just not there. The animations, while they were well made, I guess, at some extent, they felt way too heavy on you as you were playing. So now, as you can see in the trailer, the character it's a knight, it's a warrior, and he feels heavy. But then again, they are stating that the combat is going to be faster. So if they manage to fix all of those issues while maintaining the key mechanics from weight rolls, heavy rolls, medium rolls, fast rolls, that many other Souls-likes have managed to bypass and to actually use them on their advantage, will they be able to fix them in here? At least they are promising that they are going to. Another interesting thing is that in between worlds traversal. There's two worlds, and that is something that actually was true as well on the other game, but now you will be able to travel between these worlds intrinsically. They are always going to be there. And it is not a new mechanic that this game established. We have a link between worlds, we have the medium, we have many other games that allow you to traverse between worlds to access new areas, but that is one of the mechanics that they are promising in here. I hope that is not the main focus, the major focus, but something extra that adds flavor and personality, some extra taste to the game, and not the big core mechanic, because in the medium that was the main big core mechanic, and it was an okay-ish game. I liked it, I enjoyed it, but it was nothing special. And that was the biggest element from the game. I hope that in here it's just a new element that gives you something extra, something else to do. The blue lantern that you see with your character, that is the thing that is going to allow you to come back to life. That is obviously going to be a new mechanic. In Souls-like games, we have established bonfires, resting places that respawn enemies and let you level up. Now you seem to be carrying the bonfire. My guess is that it's going to be something similar to Sekiro, because again, they are huge fans from Software. That is where they get their mechanics. So in Sekiro, you are able to come back from the dead. You are able to raise back from the dead, but still you have the checkpoints, the travel points. You have all of those places that are a specific, very key element from Souls-likes. And now, something that I am so excited about is the character customization. We had a character in Lords of the Fallen. I do not remember the name for that character. Hargi? It was something with an H. I believe. I might be wrong, but I might not. Anyways, that character had no soul. Like a Dark Souls. It had no personality whatsoever. I did not bond it with him whatsoever. Now we are going to be able to build our own character, to make our own character. I hope that we get the chance to have a character creator. I just love character creators, but one amazing thing is the character builds. One thing, again, pardon the redundancy, that was bad on Lords of the Fallen is that the character progression was way too basic and way too flatline in a linear pace. You take something from the very beginning of the game and you cannot change it that much. You can branch a little bit, but it's mostly always going to be following that line that you have. Now they promise that you are going to be able to choose from 9 character classes when you start the game, but it's going to follow the very same pipeline that we have with Souls titles, where you can choose a class to begin the game, and then later on it does not matter what you want to do with your characters, because your stats are going to be defining your build, your skills, your pretty much everything that defines your character class later on in the game. Even though that you choose a character class that it's going to be 1 out of 9, the ones that we have confirmed so far, it's the Fire Apprentice, the Rogue, and the Knight. But again, it does not matter if you choose any of those character classes, because you can branch out to whatever you want to branch out during the playthrough using your stats. Amazingly enough, online co-op multiplayer, uninterrupted co-op multiplayer. It sucks that it's only going to be with one friend. You can only summon one character, you can only summon one friend, but here's the juicy. You can and will be invaded. Oh boy, the PvP on these games, I love it so bad. It's just something that gets me happy and actually gets me crying in the shower later, because I feel filthy that I saw just that one guy that was about to reach the bonfire, and I'm like, hey dude, I got to kill you. If you rest on that bonfire, I'm going to disappear and I have to kill you. Well, I think that's back, and that's something I love. It's a love-hate relationship that I have with invasions. PvP on these games, yeah boy, give every single little thing to me. And finally, but not less important, the story seems to have a more grounded focus. The NPCs, again, Lords of the Fallen, soulless. I do not remember any of them, I do not care about any of them, but in here, they are saying that the characters, will they help you? Will they? Or will they just follow the same motivations? The characters that you will encounter in this game, it's described in here as they actually do not help you completely. They offer a dubious help. And that is something that I love from Dark Souls as well. Not so much on all of the characters, because some of them are much more grounded. But once you get to know their stories, Think of Dark Souls 2, for example. Pate and Creighton. If you follow those quest lines, it always ends up in a huge WTF from you. It doesn't matter which one of them do you help, it's just like there's nothing good out of any of those character endings. And so that I'm not going to spoil it anyways, but something happens, something bad happens always with that character. It's just such a huge personality that they have that I hope that they will maintain it in here. Anyways, that is pretty much everything that you need to know that we know so far, and boy am I excited about this game. Tell me everything in the comments below. Are you excited about this game? I certainly am excited about this game. Remember that if no one has told you today that you're a gorgeous, beautiful gamer, you are indeed a gorgeous, beautiful gamer. Like the video and subscribe before you close the door, and I'll be seeing you goddamn gorgeous, beautiful people in the next one. Have a beautiful day, and goodbye.